They are beings in this universe that have lost their connection to the source. They've lost their connection to God. They are soulless beings that have no life force energy. And the only way they can survive is by harvesting the energy of God's people. Harvesting our energy. Human beings. Earth is a farm. It's a farm. It's an energy farm. The same way you can go down to the woods today and capture some animal, a squirrel, lock it up in a cage. Somebody did this to Earth and human beings many, many years ago. It's not a zoo. It's not a prison. It's an energy farm. And they're harvesting our energy. So we was all worried about this 5G. People was talking about 5G, talking about it was able to control you. And listen, they're coming out with this thing called 6G, where they will be using human energy as antennas. Oh my days. They're going to be using human energy as a power source. You can look this up if you don't believe me. But this is real. So they're going to be using something called Li-Fi. We've heard of Wi-Fi, but this is Li-Fi, which will be using lights and sensors to broadcast a signal. And if you don't know, we are light beings. We are light slowed down. Light is nothing but more than energy. That's all that light is. It's energy. So, you have to understand, these people are like vampires. People heard about vampires draining or drinking blood to stay alive. Listen, when you lose your connection to the source, to the almighty power, you die. You die. You see the second death? That's a real death. If you have a soul, your life will live on. When your body dies, your soul lives on. These men are scared to die because they have no soul. And when they die, it's good night, goodbye. It's like turning off a light switch or a TV. It's game over. It's a wrap. So they don't want to die. They're like cyborgs. They've mixed electronics with organic matter. And guess who the power source is? Me and you. Me and you, because they can't go directly to the Almighty for their power source. People don't know this. If you've got no soul, if you haven't got no connection to God, oh, it's cold. It is dark. You feel like you're alone right now. You think you're lost right now. If you had no soul, you would know about feeling lost. You would really know about being alone. So they have to feed off us. It's a bit like demons. Demons have to feed off our energy. They feed off our fear and they feed off our joy. This is why they like to boost you up, get you excited. One of the main ways of eating energy is to boost you up, get you excited, and then let you down. They love it. They love it's like what they do with all Christmas and New Year. They get everybody excited. January comes, back to work, depression. Same thing they do Monday to Sunday. Yeah? You start work on a Monday, you're depressed. Tuesday, don't feel too good. Wednesday, you can't wait for it to be over. Thursday, you start getting a bit of hope because you know Friday's coming. And the minute Friday comes, what do? You get wasted. You can't wait for Friday. The minute Friday comes, you got to go out clubbing, go party, More energy, just being soaked up. Saturday you do the thing again, you party up. Sunday you're recovering, but you still feel a bit high because you know you was out over the weekend. And then Monday comes, back to depression. And another way they like to do it, to eat our energy, is with fear, scare tactics, rumours of wars, rumours of famine, rumours of diseases, conspiracies. They feed off our energy. Demons, reptilians, soulless beings. They're coming out with all sorts. And a lot of people think, this can't be true. There's no way they can do that. They've been doing this for years. The fact that they're telling you about it now means they must think they've got you in the bag. They think they've got us. It is a crazy time we're living in, and it's real. Harvesting our energy like food. Like food, like cattle. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. 6G. Oh my diddy. We was worried about 5G. See the 6G? Using humans as antennas. And you know what they said as well? They said that people are going to have to wear a copper coil. A copper coil. Wrap that around your wrist. Like a watch. And you know what's even crazier? So many NPCs and bots and naive, silly people are going to do it. They're going to say it's something to do with the economy. It's good for energy. That's what they said. They said it's a good way to harvest wasted energy. Our energy is not to be wasted. Every time you think something, you send out a frequency into the universe. Every time you have a thought, you send out a frequency, a vibration into the universe. Just because you can't see it happening doesn't mean it's not happening. A bit like some gases. Just because you can't see it don't mean it's not there. So when you have a thought and you think something, it goes out into the universe. And some people have trained themselves through meditation to be able to pick up your thoughts. Have you ever had an idea and you think, you know what, I'm going to invent something. I got this really good idea. And you was thinking about it for days, weeks, months, even years. And then somebody comes out with that same idea and you're like, yo, that was my idea. That's because you have just sent out that thought into the frequency and it's out there. We are the real Google. Google ain't nothing but a rip-off of what a human being can do. Through meditation and practice, you're able to download any information from the ether. All of these things that you see, all these technologies that you see, it's nothing but what we are supposed to be doing. A mobile phone, being able to ring somebody. How many times have you thought about somebody and your mobile phone starts ringing? You know them ones there. How many times have you thought about somebody who you ain't seen for years, and then out of nowhere, guess who comes round the corner? It's only Jimmy. Jimmy, I ain't seen you for time. I was just thinking about you the other day. That's because thoughts send out signals and vibrations, and we are able to tap into the universe. How many times have you been sitting at the bus stop or on the bus, or you in the car in the traffic lights, and you're just sitting there, and something tells you just to, you don't even hear it. You just decide to look left, and somebody's staring right at you, thinking about you. Or how many times have you been looking at somebody, and then they turn and look at you? That's because you're sending out frequency. You're sending out a vibration, and we are able to pick up that vibration. The first language was telepathic. In our original state, we didn't even use words. We used to use our mind to speak. And people was able to pick it up and understand each other. This is how they move so many giant blocks in pyramids and all these ancient structures. They was able to use their mind to move objects. So this is the power that we possess, but it's dormant. It's not even dormant. We're just not practicing it. They've found a way now to harvest our energy that they call waste energy and take it from us. Whilst we're Googling on the phone, whilst we're watching TV, not knowing that we are capable of doing these things, but we just don't practice. We use our words every day with our mouth. How often have you really tried to send a message to somebody? You don't do it because you've not been told about it. Nobody's told you. This is the power of a human being. We are light beings, slowed down. So when they talk about the speed of light, we are the opposite of the speed of light in a physical body. Our physical body is slowed down, but our spirit is faster than the speed of light. They say there's nothing faster in the universe. Yeah, your thoughts are faster than light. You can think something quicker than the light will turn on. Everything comes out of darkness. Without the darkness, there would be no light. So I guess darkness is faster than light. Darkness is faster than light, rude boy. So these are the things that we are supposed to be doing. These are the things that we can do. I'm going to have to do a video teaching you how to use these beings, these powers that we naturally have. Because they are stealing it from us. We're living on a farm and they're feeding off our energy.